All right.
Drum roll, please.
Here we are.
We were on the Amazing Race. Okay.
Here we go.
What are you playing? I can't. Oh, I can't hear because I don't have any earphones
The
in.
music.
Okay, here we go. The music. I'll pretend I can hear.
All right.
Now, it kind of looks like Scott and I are in the same room. Because we are in the same room, it's easier to do all the videos with separate screens like this because a lot of times he's going to be out of town or we're going to have guests on. So then it'll be Scott and I sitting here and then our guests. So you're like, wait a minute, that's like the same background. Well, let me just show you real quick. Hey! Oh no, now I'm going to try to
You
get this
messed it
back
up.
on. Oh gosh, now it's a little high. So we just want to share a little bit of, is that okay?
Yeah.
We just want to share a little bit of
The whole thing.
the whole thing of
How we decided to.
But finally, sorry, we keep looking at each other like, don't look at each other, just look this way. Finally, we can say something. Oh my gosh, I feel like that's the craziest part of this whole thing is you get this crazy amazing thing. You can't tell a soul. You sign your life. Do not tell anyone. And then you do the Amazing Race, and then you come home. And you can't tell a soul. And so now we get to finally share with you. We are so excited. We're going to show you just a clip of.
Well, but I think before that, people know you've been trying out for Survivor.
Yes.
Like you are a fan of Survivor.
And I still want to be on Survivor. I've still auditioned 6 times. I still want to be on Survivor. So I always thought I'd get on Survivor. And then that would be my hook to get Scott and I on Amazing Race. Apply. And I did talk with some what is it?
Yeah, producers.
And I've gone through the process a little bit. So I'm like, let's just audition for the Amazing Race. So Scott and I like go into his car and we're like, let's just film something. Filmed it in one thing. We did have to cut it down because it was very long. So you have to cut it down and we're like, let's just send it in. That easy. Here it is. Roll clip.
We're going to only show you a little bit of it because we're actually going to show you the whole thing as a whole separate episode. But here is a little glimpse into what our audition video looked like.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lori.
And I'm Scott.
And we're the Thompsons. We've been married for
25 years.
Long years.
Amazingly long years.
Yes, long and amazing both.
Yes, very fabulous.
We have 8 sons.
Can you believe that?
I know, I still can't believe that sometimes.
8 boys.
8, it's everything you think it is. It's smelly, it's loud, it's crazy. I have nothing nice, nothing new. It's just bonkers with them, and I love it.
In fact, and you'll have to watch the rest of it on our vlog.
It was fun too. So before we did have like a couple bullet points. Like obviously we have to say our name and where we're from. Yeah. That we have 8 sons. That weight loss. We talk about weight loss. We talk just a little bit about our kids or our lifestyle. So we had a couple things like planned what we were going to say, but it wasn't like my name is Lori. No. So, and it's funny because we kind of go back and forth and like, that's not true. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're saying that. Like, we're going to share that. Like, so some stuff was actually, all of it was just kind of like off the cuff of these stories. But, you know, I blame Scott because he brought up some major things about me that I'm like, we're sharing this with these people. Okay, we did it. We shared it and we turned it in. And a month later, we got a call from one of the casting producers. Blew our mind. We were so excited. So after that, it was about 6 weeks of just crazy interviews and calls and meetings and questions and a huge.
And we're going to share a lot more about that. Like, there's going to be a whole separate episode that we're just going to talk through the different steps and how to really do the best job. If you're trying to, be cast on a show like this, you'll have all the tips and tricks from us.
Yes. So we can share it because CBS said that we are going to be on the new season 37. It airs on March 5th. Now, we've watched every episode of every season of every episode of Amazing Race. We love the Amazing Race. We actually have a notebook where I've written notes of the different challenges. Anyways, Amazing Race is awesome. This season, okay. And it's not because I'm on it, you guys. I promise. It's not because I'm on it. Every episode, surprise! So many twists and turns. It's going to blow your mind. They've never done this. And that was intentional. They wanted to Bruce up because Survivor is so big. And Amazing Race is good, but they wanted it to be bigger. And this was the perfect way because I can't tell you. I can't tell you. It's, every episode, you're going to be like, what? I'm with you. I'm with you. I can't.
But if you've never seen the show before, this is definitely the season to tune in for.
Oh, yeah.
If you were a fan before and you kind of like lost your way, you haven't been watching for the last little bit, definitely want to tune back in because it's phenomenal.
It's awesome.
Everything you want it to be.
So then in April, we are actually in Sayulita, Mexico, at one of my best friend's birthday parties. We get a text message because they had emailed us. Like, they emailed, they texted, they're like, you're clearly not checking your email, because we were supposed to hear within the next, day or two if we were going to actually be casted on The Amazing Race. So we're like, no, dude, we're in Mexico, we're on a trip. And they're like, okay, Alex needs you to hop on. So on a Zoom call. She has some, how did she say it?
She said she had some extra stuff that she needed to shoot, some extra content.
But she called it like Mike Bits or something. Like we had to anyways, so of course I recorded it. So here is the call from Alex.
Well, it's just like my question is how do you want to present yourselves when I tell you that you're on the casting?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God! Alex!
You got us.
Alex, I know, I'm like a soundbite in these clothes. I'm like,
do you need my hand?
Oh my God, Alex, my hand, oh my gosh.
Shaking.
Alex! Oh my gosh, we did it. Oh my God.
She got us so good, didn't she?
She got us good, but then I instantly was like, oh shiz. I gotta go work out. We gotta buy clothes. I gotta do this. Like there was like this immediate checklist, and I'm on vacation, so I'm like, I can't do anything for the another 3 or 4 days I was on vacation. I'm like, oh my gosh, we gotta make a list. So we gotta get going because it's major.
And I mean, if anybody knows Lori, you know that she's got all the things figured out about what she wants to do, what she wants to try to accomplish. But logistically, it was my job to try to figure out how we were going to make everything get accomplished and stuff. I mean, we'll talk about more of the process and stuff later, but like there were so many things we had to submit, photos we had to send in, things we had to get approved.
Yeah.
But
even like 2 weeks or maybe even 3 weeks before we had gotten the call from Alex, I mean, we were hoping we would get chosen. So we were like, well, who chooses the color? Like we were trying to like figure out the whole color scheme and what. And I noticed that no one is wearing like this bright green, almost like Scott's shirt. He has on a little bit brighter. And so we started buying stuff. So we bought our packs. We started buying matching clothes. So, you need like all those workout clothes in like cold weather and hot weather. So we started buying stuff. Well, after we had found out, and then another producer calls and they're like, okay, your color cannot be green because we use a green screen and then we wouldn't be able to see you. And we're like, oh man. Because I'm like, that's why we've never seen anyone in this bright, awesome green color. So I'm like, okay. And they're like, and we have side colors anyway. So, and your color is? What color? I'm like, I don't even have anything around me, do I?
No.
This is the color. Boom! Boom! Pink!
Team pink!
Pink! And I'm like, of course, that's perfect for us. Even though I'm a mom of 8 sons and there's boy stuff everywhere, if you know me, my toothbrush is pink and my hairbrush is pink and my bathroom is pink with pink flowers and everything is pink. And I try to buy pink pens and pink paper and pink my wallet's pink. So I love that it was pink. We didn't want to go like that neon green, neon pink or bubblegum pink or like, so as we're searching, there's a lot of shades of pink out there. And to match Scott and I, we only have one shirt that matches. Everything else, we kind of had a little black, a little gray. And so then we would kind of try to match that. Because to me, there's nothing worse than a team standing there, slightly different colors of whatever, maroon or whatever. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate that. So we have one shirt that absolutely matches. I think our grays match. So maybe we have 2 shirts. Anyway.
But we're going to show you all that later. Like, there's going to be a whole other video where we're going to go through all of our packing lists, our outfits. Like,
sorry, hang on. Let me just say one thing about the packing list. Not your normal, well, not even a packing list. Packing list, whatever. We have whatever. It's how we packed. It's that guy. Crazy. Now, he's always a crazy packer. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but it is. They even said when we got there, they're like, out of all 37 seasons and how many contestants, we have never seen anyone packed like this. It'll blow your mind. It still blows my mind. I can't believe we did what we did.
Yeah, we're going to give you all our little tricks and tips, the things that we did, but it was all about maximizing how many different outfits and looks we could have by packing as little as possible. And so I think Lori was the brainchild behind how to create it and make it all happen, but then logistically how to get it all to fit.
Well, because I want to look cute, but then it has to be realistic to Amazing Race.
And functional.
And it has to be fun. Like it's, and then are we going in 100-degree weather? Or are we going in 20-degree weather? You'll see. But surprise! This is our first time we actually talk about it. Well, a lot of people guessed it. A lot of people sent me, they sent me messages like, oh my gosh, we're on Survivor. Or they would send us pictures or videos of us actually on the race. And they're like, oh my gosh, you're on the race. And we cannot say that we are. So we're like, wow, that doppelganger looks a lot like us. Wow, that person has a stark resemblance of Scott or whatever. But I'm like, we lied. We lied to so many of you. We're sorry. We're
the show turned us into liars.
I know. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I felt so bad. But again, we signed so many documents and paperwork. We could not tell you that was true, but it is what it is. So we're so happy now that we can finally talk about it and share. So what our plan is after every episode. So again, March the 5th is the big kickoff. It's the first show. The season 37, episode 1, it will air. After that, the next morning, we are going to do a live together and talk about it. And that's when we can talk about all the stuff from that episode. Now, sometimes like on my Instagram or other stuff, like whatever CBS shows like in a commercial, if they show some guy totally falling down the hill, no, nobody fell. Oh, no, I didn't know of anybody falling down the hill. So I'm just saying, if someone did that in that clip or in that commercial, I could be like, oh my gosh, I was there. I almost slipped too. I can talk about it then, but the majority of it will be the next day when we can just tell you all about the episode, not just about the episode of what you saw, like all behind the scenes, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they didn't show that guy totally fell or whatever. It'll be fun. I'm so excited.
So you're definitely going to want to tune in live for all of that stuff. But then later that night, we're going to have a complete recap episode where we're going to talk about more of the details, show some of the clips, some of the exciting things that were happening in the show, things that we're really having a lot of fun with. You know, it's going to be all the extra stuff, you know, things that we're not talking about in the live, some stuff we did, but. And then there's also going to be a fun other segment that we have planned where we're going to bring in other racers with us, alumni maybe, fans, like you talk about it, people that are part of this exciting TAR community.
Yes.
We want to bring everybody together. Yes. Amazing race.
Yes. So, and also like DM me questions and we'll answer them on our lives or on the YouTube channel. And we will try to get through as many as we can because we want to share our experience and share like everything. All like my special thing is like behind the scenes. I had no idea how many people or how involved it is. All this, the very intricate details that I'm like, I can't wait to share all this with you. It'll be so fun.
So like and subscribe, comment below, ask your questions. We'll try to respond to those as many as we can. But this is going to be a long, fun ride, and it's going to be so much fun.
Yes, season 37.
37. Love you guys.